Now, Dr. Let's come to you, concerning you moderated the event, on Wednesday afternoon. And, this is a new innovation, something new, something big, something beautiful. What are other stuff that we're expecting outside two teams coming together to play for the Champions Shield?
Well, it's the first time we have been, the Champions, Shield, what some others call, the Charity Cup and stuff like that. Since women's football started officially in Nigeria in 1978, we've never had something like this. And the girls, started playing organized, football at the state level in 1982, playing in the Ramat Cup. Then 1990 was the first time we had, club organized football, and that was, that took place in Lagos. And that was from there, the national team was actually selected with late Paul Hamilton as the chief coach of the Super Falcons, the very first national team, then assisted by Neyi Akonde. And it was from this, organized club tournament that the national team was actually selected, and that thing defeated the whole of Africa to qualify for China 91. And from there, from that 91 up to now, the Falcons have actually played, in all editions of the World Cup. And having this one now against the name of Aisha Falode coming with the Champions Shield is a very good one. And the two teams, just like she said now, Nasarawa Amazon that won the league, the Premier League, and Rivers Angels that won the R2FA Cup. They'll be playing, the Champions Shield on the 4th of March. And before that, on the 3rd, all the clubs that we're playing in the Nigeria Women's Professional League, will be converging in Lagos on the 3rd, same at the Agege Stadium. And on that 3rd, just 24 hours before the Champions Shield, there will be mentoring of young girls in schools around Agege. There will be random selection of schools around Agege because of logistics. Yeah. You can't move girls from Surulere or from elsewhere, or Lekki or Victoria or Ikoi to Agege Stadium because of logistics. Yeah. And for you to have proximity to close to their schools makes it easier. So they'll be mentoring the girls on the use of education, the importance of education for for the girl child is very important. And for those of them who want to take to women's football, they will also be encouraged by some of our top players. Most of them, it will interest you, the majority of women's footballers in Nigeria are graduates either in the Polytechnic or in the university, some in College of Education. We have a lot of them, and they are just there, and that tells you the synergy between sports and education. Yeah. And that is what will be done majorly in this Champions Shield. It's not just about playing football. It's about going out there and telling the populace, especially the girl child, that you can actually play football and study very hard, to get qualified as somebody that is educated. All right. So we are very delighted that this one is happening in the era of Aisha Falode as the chairperson of the Nigerian Women's Football League. Something similar happened in 2000 when Alaja Ayomidiran was the head of women's football. She was head of women's football, and she actually mooted the idea for the professional league in women's football. But at the same time, we are talking about now, and we are moving forward. We are so delighted. Yes. We had the Super 4 also. It has never been like that before in Benin last year. Under the belt, town has actually gone on the belt of Aisha Falode. And now we're having something more innovative. And the greatest appreciation goes to the governor of Lagos State, Akinwumi Ambode, is the sole sponsor of this competition now. Right. And we are very grateful to him. Okay. I
mean, if we can see pictures from that particular event, the people that were actually there, the chairman of Lagos State Sports Commission, he was there. And of course you have the one from Referee Association, Shea Kiumi, all of the community support. And the question that was thrown in was the fact that will Lagos continue to host this? And the reply was, as long as they're ready to keep hosting, they'll continue coming over and over and over again, because at the point we felt Edo State has taken it over upon themselves to ensure that anything big that's coming in the women's game, it's going to be in Edo State. But right now, Lagos also wants to come in here. So how much is Lagos going to put in to ensure that we have a successful championship?
Well, they are putting in a lot, financially and morally. well, I can't actually come out and say they're putting a certain amount of money. But we are so delighted. We're happy for what they are doing.
Having them on board.
We are, yes, having them on board. We are very, very happy. And just like somebody asked the chairperson yesterday, how much is going to be the prize money? And he said the prize, you know, of this is having the Champions Shield for the very first time. It's not about the cash that, you know, but definitely there will be something that will actually go down for the first time. It's about, basically, we are going to have the #1 women's, you know, club in Nigeria after March 4th.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Dapo. Let's. I think we should just travel abroad. Or before we do that, let's see if we can quickly give you the result. Nigeria Professional Football League match played yesterday. Enyimba moved up the table. Let's see if we can quickly bring to you the result of that game before we quickly take a look at the UEFA Champions League and also see if we can give you the table in the Nigerian Professional Football League. But let me quickly come to you. Yeah. The league,
yes.
You know, a lot of improvements we've seen recently, and that is making all of us happy. After 8 matches, everything is very, very competitive.
Well, for me, not so much improvement, you know, per se, because the league started with a lot of eventualities, violence here and there, poor officiating, just like we noticed last season, and we've been craving very hard and say, you know, the NFF, you know, you are the Football Federation. You have the power to appoint referees. The LMC, they are the organizers of the league. They pay the bills. You look at it and say, they tell you it's a setting we have in the English Premiership where the FA controls, you know, decisions relating to the league. Yeah. The English Premier League, you know, it's a group on its own, just like we have the LMC, you know, taking charge of the league here in Nigeria. But there's a need for the LMC to have somebody in the NFF committee, the referees committee, because it has been so controversial, and somebody there has actually not been compromising. We are talking about the chairperson of the referees appointment committee. That was in the person of Ahmed Fresh. A lot of controversial appointments. It happened last season, and we started with it this season. But now, after the first 2-3, you know, games, it's like we're having, you know, a kind of balance. And I believe so much that that balance should continue. But that balance actually came when, you know, there were a lot of noise here and there that there's a need for us to have it. Yeah, we are getting somewhere now. But it must be maintained. There should not be any form of distractions.
All right.
Okay. I'll take a look at the papers now, right? I'll start with Sporting Sun. Of course, Ronaldo's bracing PSG. It's all about the Champions League. And Reds on rampage at Porto. Liverpool budget 2.7 billion naira for Ndidi. Okay, that's a huge one. Complete Sport is next. Croatia coach, while we must clip Eagles' wings. Okay, Dali says June 16 game will hold the key to the second round berth. Of course, 5 rounds berth. Ronaldo floods Neymar. We are ordinary without Messi. That's what Argentina Star is saying. And the final paper this morning is Sporting Life. Nigeria's match, the decider, says Croatians can be world champions. That's what the coach is saying. Okay?
We have a few seconds to leave, but let me quickly ask you. Let's talk about Nigeria's chances in a few seconds. A lot of people stay in Croatia, a lot of them stay in a lot of places. How far do you think we can go at the World Cup?
Well, seconds. Yeah, we can go far. But my own target is just to get to the quarterfinals first and foremost. That would be okay for me. Quarterfinals, but preparation is also very, very important. We have great teams like Croatia, Iceland. You may think, oh, Iceland, they are not playing good football. But you'll be shocked when you get to the field of play. Then Argentina, they've always been our perennial, you know, they're always beating us. They only allow us to win when we're playing friendly games. Yes. The last one we played in Nigeria is still controversial up to today. They are claiming that there was a match fixing. Yeah. But that is not proper. That's not correct because we beat you. We were defeated. When you are beaten, you claim match fixing. But when you beat us, you say you have won fair. So I'm expecting Nigeria to get to the quarterfinals, and when we do that, it's victory for me.
Okay. All right, Dakbo, I want to thank you for your time on the show today.
Yeah, nice to be here.
All right. I want to thank you as well for allowing us to be a part of your day. We'll do this again tomorrow. I'm Yemi Adebayo.
And I'm Cecilia Mogbe. Bye for now.